Okay, hold on, let me try this. I need to reboot. Boot it probably. I can't get it to. I never know how to restart my phone.
It should pop up when you mash on it, and then you.
The screen is black, but this shows. But the screen, the face part of it is black. Maybe I cut the. Oh, now it came. Was it? Okay, now how do you reboot it? Maybe I need to reboot it. You know. What do you do to reboot it? How do you reboot the phone? You know, I never can remember.
I think you hold the bottom and you push one of them top things.
One of them, yeah. I can't never remember which one, and I end up messing up. Let's see.
The bottom and the top.
Okay, the bottom and the top. Okay.
I didn't understand.
Oh, you shut up! I don't use you. I don't use that thing. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Girl, it ain't doing it. Is there a settings to control that?
No, Laila. Oh, it's the second one. It's the. You got 3 buttons on the side, right?
I got the same phone you got, I think, but I can't. It's that one long button, but I know one is up, one's down. So it's the second one?
Yeah, it's the bottom one and the second one from the top.
Okay. It ain't doing it. Wait a minute.
You probably ain't doing it right.
Okay, I can't. I never can do it that way. How do you do it through the settings? What do you click on in the settings?
I don't do the settings.
I never do either, but how do we do it? We need to learn how.
I don't.
But there's something too. There's something you can do. Oh, what's the software update? Is that what happened?
Oh, maybe that's what your phone was doing.
That's what it was doing, I think, but I don't know. It said continue it. I did something to it. I messed it up.
Oh, Laila.
Girl, I need to reboot. So how do you do this? Come on, Fresno, you got to tell me what to do.
The bottom button.
Okay.
And then the second button.
Wait,
hold on.
Big speed. Restart phone. Oh, here it is. It says reboot. I never use that thing, but there it is. It's rebooting. Oh, God, got me sweating. Look at me sweating. So it was. You was right. It was getting some type of software. Let me make sure I didn't mess it up.
You gotta let it come back up, lady.
That's what I'm waiting for. Oh, guys, give us a second. I had to reboot my phone. It's got issues. It's downloading. Look, Fred was stuck on that screen. That means it's downloading or something.
It looks like it's coming up. Ain't it coming up?
It says Samsung Galaxy, and it's just that. It's probably doing something.
I don't know what you done did.
I ain't touched it.
Sometimes it takes.
Oh, here it comes.
It's coming up now.
Here. Oh, it is. You're right. It's optimizing and everything.
Yeah.
The hell is all this going on? Because I don't never cut the thing off.
You have to.
Oh, well, that's what it's doing. Look, it says optimizing apps and everything. Now there it is. There's the screen. Now I got my screen.
Good.
Oh, it said it's starting. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Let's see if I got any messages today. Oh, here's Sunnahfollowers. Oh, that's AY. Okay, contact. All right, I guess it's ready. Just let it sit down, right? It should be good. Make sure I got the sound cut up because I was playing around with it. The sound is up. Okay, guys, I think we ready. Okay. Excuse me. Oh. Ina alhamdulillah wa salat wa salam Allah wa rasulullah. Welcome everybody. Excuse me. To the Call In and Ask Sister Laila live show. Oh, we didn't do none of our stuff, did we, y'all? Oh, heck no. This ain't how we starting here. We got to do this right. This ain't, where's the Laila Nashiba? What stuff? Let's go.
Ask Sister Laila live. Sister Laila live. Weekly for the hour. Ask Sister Laila live. Sister Laila. Invite your friends and family. Make it cozy. Ask Sister Laila.
Whoever's doing this. And by the way, what are you getting a piercing today? Let's talk about it.
Any other questions?
This is gonna be good.
Welcome to Ask Sister Laila Live.
And by the way, what are you getting a piercing at? Let's talk about it.
Wait a minute.
Time for the Ask Sister Laila live show.
This is
Lines
gonna
are
be
now
good.
open. 862-370-2838.
Ina alhamdulillah, wa salat, wa salam Allah, wa rasulallah. I want to welcome everybody to the Ask Sister Laila live show. And this is where you can come in and ask your questions about Islam, and inshallah, we'll get them answered for you. And again, I am streaming live on all major social platforms. Let me check to make sure. I am live on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Twitch, X, Rumble, Odyssey, and Telegram. Yes, we're back on Telegram. And that reminds me, let me join Brother Assam and them, you know, the Arabic people. Where's that? Let me get on Telegram. And by the way, you can join us on any of those platforms. Just simply type Sunnahfollowers. Type the name of our website, Sunnahfollowers, and we should pop up. Then that's how you find us on all these platforms. And where is it? Here I am. I'm on, I like Telegram. Yeah, there we are on Telegram. Assalamu alaikum. We're here. Yeah, so any questions that you like to get answered, you can type them on the screen. I can see what you type on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Rumble, and Twitch. I can see if you are typing on those platforms. The other platforms, you're going to have to join either YouTube or something, or if you like to get your questions answered, you can call us at 87, what's the number? 876.
862.
Oh,
270. Yeah.
okay. 862 370 2838. Or you can join, you can go to the website at Sunnahfollowers.net. And if you go there, there'll be two ways. Two things you can do. Couple things. Let me show Twitch people. I like the purple. There it is. If you go to Sunnahfollowers.net, there's a chat button. You can type your question there, and it'll come to us through WhatsApp, or you can click on Zoom Room. That'll bring you directly in the Zoom room, and you can use the microphone, or you can type your question there, but make sure you don't private message me, because I don't do private dances and I don't do private messages. Sorry, wrong lady. That ain't in my job pay. All right. I heard they make money. That ain't my type of money though. So if you can type your question there anonymously, or Sister Fatma or somebody will be able to read it to me, because even though I'm in the Zoom room, I'm streaming. So I'm not looking at Zoom. I'm looking through my camera here. And also I got a camera over there. So please don't try to private message me, because I won't see it. Or you can join the WhatsApp group. For those of you that's in our WhatsApp group, you can type your questions there too. We'll be able to hear the bing and we'll know to look at it. So that's what you can do. And also, not only am I here to answer your questions, but if there's something that's bothering you that you would like to talk about, we can do that too. because we're living in some trying times. I know. It's a rough time, and we have to stand together as one in the way of Allah. So if there's something that you like to talk about, feel free to do that too. And I'll try to share my insight, whatever little bit of insight I have, because I ain't got too much, but I can share some insight with you. So, let me see if this is purple. There it is. There's purple. So, just those are just different things you can know. So let's get started here. We got any questions right now? Oh, this thing has private chat. Let me see what this looks like, y'all. There's a private chat thing here. What does this mean? I don't know, but it's a private chat thing. Weird. Okay, here's a question here that I have on YouTube. MashaAllah, from Sister Aya. And by the way, guys, for those of you that's joining, please support us. This is something that this is the first of the month. We've never been this ragged. We're pretty ragged. Thanks to the donations I got yesterday and the day before, we covered this bill. The bill for the streaming came out. Okay. And remember, my silly self, we're paying for 2 streaming programs, but I'm getting ready to cancel that other one. So the streaming bill came out. That other streaming program was $300. That came, so I will cancel that. We got to remember to cancel that program. Because I'm going to stick with this one. I'm not even going to use the other one no more. So the streaming programs were paid, but we're back down to just maybe $50 in our account or something. So please support us. We desperately need your money. And for those of you on YouTube, don't forget, you have the super chat. Is the super chat there on YouTube? Can anybody tell me? Because I never talk about the super chat because I didn't know what they were. Super chats. If you guys use the super chat and donate money that way, that means that your chat will stay on the screen and I have to read it. I'll read your super chat. I'll put you ahead of everybody else. So that means I'll address your concerns and your questions before everybody else. So feel free to use the super chats too. And I heard the super chats go directly into our account for our website. I don't know if that's true or not, but somebody said that. So please, guys, make use of the super chats. Is that on there, y'all? Y'all see a super chat? Anybody on YouTube, do y'all see a super chat? Because I'm not on YouTube. What did it look like?
I don't see a super chat, but I see a thing over there in the corner.
Aya says she do. You do? What did it look like? Let me log. It's the little money icon. Oh, yeah. That's the super chat?
You click on that and then it'll say super chat.
Oh, wow. Yeah, they told me that YouTube told me I don't utilize it. Oh, okay. Well, they told me I should announce the super chats. What do y'all do? You able to make a donation directly from it? Because they said that they was checking my setup and I don't have that. I'm not using it. It's on, but I'm not using it. Oh, let me come in on Zoom. I mean on whatever this is. Okay, let me see. Join my channel. Okay, I'm on my phone. Where is it? Oh, well. Y'all know Laila crazy. Oh, Sophia just did it. Oh, and I see what they meant. It does that. And it says that your chat will stay on the screen for a while based on how much you donate. They said that with the super chats, depending on how much money you donate. Oh, they do? Oh, y'all see that? Goldie said that YouTube gets 30%, so don't use them. Hello, thank you, Zelle it or Cash App it. Thank you, Goldie. So I don't need to announce it then, do I? No wonder. Now that shows you how YouTube is a ripoff. They're going to send me this long email saying, oh, you could get more money. It's for them. So they're going to get 30 cents of that money that Sophia donated. Don't use it then, guys. Yeah, y'all donate like y'all been doing, using PayPal, Cash Me and stuff. In fact, I can put that, I can do this. I can do this. Cash App. Sunnahfollowers. Zelle. Laila at. For those of you who have my phone number, you can use my phone number for Zelle too. Y'all know that. But I don't want to put my phone number public, although it seems like it is public because people be calling me all the time. I don't answer the phone, but they call. And then PayPal. Can I do this? Let's see. Yeah, because I'm trying to get some donations, y'all. We don't have no donations. Does that pin it? Okay, I can pin it. That should pin it. Okay. And let me pin it on what's that too? Oh, I can pin it on all of them? Okay. It's telling me to pin it on all. Okay, well, yeah, it's not worth it for us then. We're poor. Yeah, this website is run by women. We're nothing but a bunch of elderly women and housewives and little girls going to school. So, we ain't got no money. We're not affiliated with a mosque. We ain't got no money to throw away to YouTube. So you're right. We don't need super chats. Yeah, they're crazy. That's why they sent me that one to make money off of us. Yeah, so anyway, let's look and see. I'm glad you checked that out, Goldie, because they told me I had a little note here to ask for super chats and everything. Forget that. Throw that in the trash. Okay, let's see what questions we got. I got some questions here. Let me look and see. Okay, first question. It's from Aya. Let me look at it. Here's her question. She said, can I sleep over my sister's house if it's just me, her, and her husband in the home? Okay, you can stay there if her husband's there, but remember, you can't be alone with him. And you have to always wear hijab and jilbab around him. Yes, you can stay there, but you cannot be alone with him, and you got to cover yourself around him. But if you want to spend the night over there for the weekend, yes, you can do that as long as you follow the rules. And that's another problem, guys. I was speaking about that earlier. These Muslims here in America who think that Allah's laws can be changed because of the society that you live in. And they divided it up into, they made up these two categories: essential parts of Allah's laws and non-essential parts. They say the essential parts address Aqidah. We can never change them. The obligations like prayer and stuff, we can never change that. But we can change laws addressing family. We can change laws addressing riba. Oh, yeah, they got riba in there. Oh, we can change laws addressing gender roles. This is all garbage. Allah's laws can never be compromised and never be changed unless your life is at stake. Okay? So you might have, since they're saying that family laws can be changed and gender laws, they got the free mixing in there. Women and men can freely mix together and shake hands. They are probably also saying that you can stay in the house with a man that ain't your mahram. I wouldn't be surprised if they throw that in there too. But Allah's laws never change. You cannot be there alone with him. Okay? And if you have to cover up around him. Okay, and Allah knows best. Okay, Brother Tajri, he said Dhuhr is at 1, but Juma's at 12. Juma is at 1. Dur is at 1, but Juma's at 12. Is this okay? Hold on, let me call Sheikh Jamali. Questions about prayer and stuff like that. Brother Jamali and Sheikh Morsi and them prefer to handle. Hold on, Jamali. Where is his number?
Please leave your message for
Jamali mad. Where he at? He ain't answer his phone. Jamali. Where he at? He probably praying or something. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Is it prayer time, guys? It is. Yeah. Well, that's what it is. Okay, we'll get back to your question, Brother Tajri, because I think it's prayer time for them. I'll have Jamali or Morsi answer. Both of them, they probably praying. Okay, let's see what else. Yeah, it is. It's, yeah, for here too, because I'm usually the same time as you. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Let's go to the next question while we wait for that for them. Okay, here's a good one. Sister Fatima. Walaikum salam, Sister Fatima. Welcome to Sunnahfollowers. Here's a question. She said, if you are starting to make salat and your parents call you, can you break and respond to your parents or continue your salat? And this is a beautiful question. You want to know why? Because it reminds me of one of my favorite stories from the authentic hadith, the story of Juraj. And I used to say, if ever I had a son, which I didn't ever have a son, I wanted to name my son Juraj. I was going to name him Juraj after this person. Juraj. Juraj was a young man. He loved his mother and he was also very devout to Allah. He used to spend a lot of time praying. I'm talking doing voluntary prayers. And one day he was praying a voluntary prayer and his mother called him. And he didn't answer. He kept on praying. And because he didn't answer her, his mother got angry and she said, may you never die until you see the face of the prostitute. She basically cursed him. And the lesson learned from that story is this. If you're making an obligatory prayer, okay, that's different. But if you're praying a voluntary prayer, you can break your voluntary prayer, salam out, and go see what your parents want. And Allah knows best. You understand? So if you're praying a voluntary prayer, like one of the Sunnah prayers, then you salam out and go see what your parents want. But if it's a obligatory prayer, you just, quicken it up, make your prayer short. That means don't sit there reciting a whole bunch of Quran, just recite the Fatiha and then hurry, go through the rest of the positions and then salam out when you're done so you can see what she wants. And Allah knows best. You understand? And that's the evidence based on the hadith of Juraj. That's in Sahih Bukhari. Yeah, because that was he was playing. So if it's a voluntary prayer, you salam out and go see what she wants. If it's an obligatory prayer, make it quick, and then finish it and go see what she wants. Oh, and Allah knows best. Okay, let's see what else we have here. If you need, okay, I did that one. Here's another question. Can a woman get eyebrow? I don't know what that means. We all have eyebrows, so I don't know what that means. What do you mean, can you get an eyebrow? Weren't you born with one? So you have to ask, and type your question out better. I don't understand what you mean, can we get an eyebrow? Let's see what else we have. Can a woman do eyelash lift? What is an eyelash lift? Here we go. Got to be my Bantu Somalis. They big on these fake lashes, which I keep telling y'all are haram. What's an eyelash lift? They come up with something new every day. What's an eyelash lift? Is it implying putting fake hair on, lifting it up with the hair? Like y'all be walking around looking? Okay, you got to explain what an eyebrow lift is. Okay, let's see what else she got. Can a woman get a tint? If you're asking me, can a woman dye her eyebrows? There's nothing wrong with dyeing your eyebrows because it's just the same as dyeing the hair on your head. Most people dye their eyebrows to match their hair. That's what I would do if I was, wasn't wearing a hijab. So there's nothing wrong with dyeing your hair. If you're asking about tinting to mean, can I have the beautician dye? Like say, for example, my eyebrows get gray. Can I have her dye them dark brown? Yes, just don't dye them black. You can dye your hair any color but black. That's what the prophet said. And the eyebrows is your hair. So dyeing your eyebrows is nothing wrong with that. But I don't know what a lash lift is. You got to explain what it is. If it entails putting something fake on, no. Okay. You can use any color you want to. You don't have to just use henna. Just to let you guys know, do y'all think that the Arabs just used henna to dye with? Henna wasn't the only thing they used. They would crush up flowers. They would crush up herbs. They would use back in those days, they used whatever they could get that with color. So you don't have to use henna. In fact, henna is ugly. Some of you look horrible with that henna on. I'm gonna keep it real, especially you brothers. Let me talk to the brothers. Y'all need to go to a barber shop. Stop putting that henna in your beard because you look silly. That red don't go with you. Go to a barber shop and have the barber dye your beard dark brown. If your natural hair color is brown or black, dye it dark brown. You ain't got to walk around with looking like a what you call it? Baboon. A lot of you brothers, you turn us off. I'm going to let you know the women are turned off, at least women like me. I ain't marrying no man walking around with looking like a gorilla because he got this red fur on him. Oh, heck no. I don't like monkeys. I don't like gorillas. And I'll tell you, I ain't marrying nobody look like no daggone King Kong. Y'all better stop using that henna. You look horrible. Go to a barber and have them dye your beard brown. Whatever your hair color was except for black. Take it from a woman, an elderly woman who knows. All right? Maybe you'll find you a wife, a good wife then. Nobody want to be married to no baboon. Okay, let's see what else we got. There is no hadith on this planet that says the hair has to be dark. The companions dyed their hair every color in the rainbow. You can dye it green. You can dye it yellow. You can dye it blue. You can dye it purple. By the way, I had purple hair. Looks nice. That color purple look good. In fact, maybe I'll get that purple put back in there. There's nothing in Islam that says you cannot dye your hair. The Prophet Muhammad said, dye it any color except for black. The only prohibition that Allah gave us is black. Don't dye it black, but you can dye it any other color you want, including green. Islam is easy. I keep telling y'all that. Allah is clear about the lawful and unlawful. We can't make things haram unless Allah said it is. Okay, let's see what else we got here. But the Prophet encouraged us to dye gray hair. A lot of people ask, why did the Prophet encourage gray hair? Common sense. You look younger. Gray, when he saw, when Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, introduced the Prophet to his father. Abu Bakr's father was gray, and so was his beard. He looked so old. That's the hadith. That's Bukhari. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam grabbed his beard and grabbed his hair and told Abu Bakr, dye that, because it makes him look younger. Gray hair makes you look older. So you can dye your hair whatever color you want, except for black. Okay? Okay, let's see what else. Okay, Sister Aisha, I don't know what this stuff is, but I'm going to tell you what's haram, and then you can figure it out for yourself. If it entails putting anything fake in your eyelashes, it's haram. Because the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah has cursed the person who lengthens their hair artificially. And that hadith means exactly what it says. Your eyelashes are like the hair on your head. So if you're lengthening them, that's why them fake lashes are haram. You're lengthening them artificially, it's haram. And I'm going to tell you Bantu girls something else, because you Somali women are big on this fake stuff. I don't know why, when y'all are naturally beautiful. Why are y'all big on fake? When you women are the most beautiful women on earth, and y'all got the nerve to be fake. Don't mess with your eyelashes, because that hair, anybody will tell you, comes out easily. Y'all need to leave y'all eyelashes alone. Just put some mascara on and keep it moving. Why would you want to do that to your eyelashes? You're going to destroy them. You're going to make yourself have all kind of problems when you're 40. So if I were you Somali women, y'all need to stop with all this fake stuff. Learn to love yourself. You women are beautiful. Do you hear me? Do you know that model agencies scoop up Somalian women because of the cheekbones y'all have and stuff? Stop hating yourself and learn to love yourself. You're beautiful. Wear mascara. Buy some mascara and put it on. That's all any woman needs, including me. Just put on mascara and call it a day. You don't need none of that other crap on you, because you're destroying yourself. Okay? Allah knows best. Okay, let's see. What else we got here? Okay, here's another question. Again, this is what I'm saying. The Somali women. Why are you Somali girls so into fake? Fardausa, you guys are beautiful. Fardausa, I know how you look. You fine. You don't need no fake nails. Fake nails are haram. 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 And by the way, any doctor, any stylist, any manicurist will tell you, again, it destroys your nails. You women are destroying yourselves. You're destroying your eyelashes. You're destroying your hands, your fingers. Y'all put them Botox shots in your butt. You're destroying your butt because you can't clean it. Y'all got to stop it. You are the most beautiful women on this planet. Seriously, y'all the most beautiful women on this planet and don't even know it. Nothing fake. No fake lashes, no fake nails, none of that crap. Okay? Yeah. They are the most beautiful women on earth. Let Tyra Banks tell you. What Tyra Banks say? If you from Somalia, all you got to do is get off the boat and the model agencies will be all over you. Because y'all's bone structure is just what they need to sell their products. You know, y'all trying to change yourself, trying to look like these American white girls. Stop trying to look like these American white girls. You're unique. You're beautiful. Stop it. Exactly.
You have some questions here. The first question is, if I suffer from alopecia areata, is it okay for me to wear a wig? What about when I'm getting married?
No. And where's my dalil? A woman came to the prophet. What's the source? Sahih Muslim. A woman came to the prophet. She said, "Oh, prophet of Allah, my daughter has alopecia. All her hair is falling out. Can I get a wig for her to wear? She's getting married." The prophet said, "No, Allah has cursed the woman and the man who lengthens their hair artificially." So no, if you got alopecia, and there's a lot of people that have that disease, you can just, style your hair however you style it and just learn to wrap your hijabs. Learn how to wrap and make yourself look beautiful with your hijabs. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I got long hair, but y'all know I walk around with my hijab on almost 24 hours. People ask me, "Do you ever take your hijab off?" And I'm like, when I go to sleep, because I'm on this internet. I get up in the morning, I have to put my hijab on because I got to come on here and stream. So I wear my hijab more than I do my hair. And I'm so used to looking at me. When I take my hijab off, I don't even know who I am. I don't even look the same. And I make sure I look good. So if you got alopecia, learn how to love those hijabs and also buy the caps. There's different caps you can wear. Okay, but no, under no circumstances can any Muslim wear wigs. Allah he will curse you. You will be starting your marriage with the curse of Allah on you, and you don't want that to happen. The man don't care about your hair. That ain't what he's looking for anyway. Don't worry about it. You be all right. Okay. Next question.
The next question is it permissible for a woman to wear oil perfumes outside the house?
Perfume is haram. And I don't know what you mean by oil perfume, because oil and perfume are not the same thing. Allah forbids women from wearing perfume, but he does not forbid us from having a scent on us. Onions is a scent. Garlic is a scent. Rose is a scent. Oranges are scents. So this is what I tell you when we talk about the Meccosidic tafsir. Y'all see how I tell y'all my teachings are Meccosidic. I'm always going to tell you to break down the meaning of the word. There's a difference between perfume and scent or smell. So, are you wearing perfume or are you wearing just some olive oil? So, I don't know what you mean. You got to be specific. You have to be Meccosidic and analytical in your question. You know if you wearing perfume or not. You know what you putting on. If it's oil that is perfumed, you know it's haram, don't you? You know darn well you cannot wear no perfume. There's a difference between perfume and a scent, a smell. Common sense it. You know what you're wearing, and you know if it's haram already. Okay? The law knows best.
Next question is, I know women are not obligated to call the adhan or ikama, but what if she does makes them at home? Does she also get the same reward that a person who calls the adhan at the mosque
No,
gets?
because you ain't no man. That's what I'm talking about. We got to understand the gender role. You get the reward not calling it. So why would, so what's the point? All the hadiths that talk about the rewards of praying at the mosque are for men, not women. There's different roles, different rewards for men and women. We're not equal. We're different. We're separate. A man calls the adhan and he comment, he gets a reward. I don't call it and I still get a reward. Does that answer your question? Does that answer your question? I don't want you women thinking that you can be a man, because that's the problem with these brothers today in America. They blur in the roles of women and men, making up stuff, adding stuff to Islam. The prophet said there is no adhan for the woman. There is no iqamah for the woman. If she wants to call it, she can, but she doesn't have to. Now, for a man, it's different. Are you a woman or are you a man? Now, if you want to call the adhan at home, you can. I don't know why, though, because your masjid calls the adhan for you. But if you want to call the iqamah at home, you can. I call the iqamah. I don't ever call the adhan. Why would I call the adhan when the mosque down the street calls it? That's kind of ludicrous. The adhan means it's time for the prayer. Why would I call it when it's called already? That don't make sense. The iqamah is what we pronounce saying I'm getting ready to pray. Now, I'll call the iqamah for myself. But am I getting a reward like a man going to the mosque? No, I'm getting more reward praying at home. The prophet said a woman gets more reward praying at home than she does at the mosque. So don't compare yourself to a man at the mosque, okay? Because your reward is your home. The prophet said you get more blessings praying in your house than you do at the mosque. So don't worry about stuff like that. But if you want to call the iqamah, you can. Why are you calling the adhan, though, when the mosque is calling it? And Allah knows best. Aisha used to call the iqamah when she led the women in prayer. And like I say, I call it too. But I don't have to. And Allah knows best.
The next question is it an innovation to repeat after the adhan in low voice when it's being called?
No, that's the way the prophet taught us. And we talked about that in our class. After the prophet, when the prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam would have Bilal call the adhan, we repeat after them. You repeat after them in a low voice. That's the sunnah. That's what we're all, even women, we're all supposed to do that. If you are at the mosque and you hear the adhan being called as a woman, you do that. And Allah knows best.
Do you have to stand up to call the adhan and the iqamah?
Remember, we talked about how it's done. That's what are the pillars of the adhan? The men stand up and they face the direction of the Qibla and they raise their hands. Yes. All actions of worship must be performed the way the prophet taught us. We can't innovate and do our own thing.
The next question is, if a husband agrees on paying off the rest of the dowry to you later on, like in a year or on a payment plan, but then you guys get a divorce, does he still owe the woman the rest of the dowry that he was supposed to give her?
Yeah, that's a bill. All debts must be paid. As Muslims, remember the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, anyone who dies owing a debt, your soul will be in between the two worlds, and that's a debt because he all went on he agreed that's something he owed to you. So yes, he still has to pay that debt. Exactly, he has to pay that debt. That's a debt. And that's a
The next
good question. That's a good
Sorry.
question too. I'm glad that person asked that question because a lot of women don't know that. Yeah, he still owes you that dowry. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, okay. When you're making wudu, can you wash your hands 3 times, but wash your feet only once?
Yes, and we're going to talk about that next week. Next week, we're going to go over the wudu and the pillars of the wudu and stuff. Okay, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said you can wash your hands either once, or you can do them twice, or you can do them 3 times. Just no more than 3 times. So yeah, you can do it once, twice, or 3 times, but not no more than 3. Anything more than 3 is innovation. And Allah knows best.
The next question is, I was watching a YouTube video where the brothers was saying you can't miss the sunnah of a Fajr prayer even when the Iqamah is being called. And he used the hadith where Aisha said that the Prophet ﷺ never missed the sunnah prayers of Fajr. And he also used the hadith where one of the companions came later to the mosque for Fajr prayer, and he prayed the sunnah of Fajr and then joined the Imam for the Fajr prayer. Is this correct?
This is why I tell you guys, be careful of any information that you get about Islam from social media, because 97%, I repeat, 97%, I repeat, 97% of the people on social media talking about Islam don't know what they talking about. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam was approached by a Bedouin who had just converted to Islam. He said, "O Prophet of Allah," what's the source? What's the source? Sahih Bukhari. He said, "O Prophet of Allah, I just converted to Islam. Can you tell me what prayers are obligated upon me?" The Prophet said, "You are obligated to pray Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha." The man said, "Are there any other prayers that I have to pray?" The Prophet said, "No, unless you want to." The man walked away and said, "Then I'll do just what you said I have to do." And the Prophet said, "If you stick to that, you'll be a person of paradise." So for whoever this idiot was on YouTube, and there's a bunch of them, that said that the Sunnahs of Fajr are obligations, where's his dalil? Because I just gave the proof that the Prophet Muhammad said we're only obligated to pray 5 prayers. And those prayers are Fajr, Dhuhr, Asr, Maghrib, and Isha. That's why you guys be careful. And a lot of people are teaching themselves Islam. They have not learned from the people of knowledge, meaning the real scholars. The real scholars, most of them are dead. I keep telling y'all, the ones that are left, they're too busy. They are too busy dealing with the fitna of the world and trying to get their students to go out and enjoy the good and forbid the evil. They don't have time for social media. You ain't gonna see no scholars sitting up on social media talking about no Islam. They ain't got time for that. So y'all be careful. If people say stuff and they don't provide the clear evidence, the clear hadith where the Prophet said praying the Sunnahs of Fajr is an obligation, that doesn't even make sense, because the Arabic word sunnah means voluntary. Sunnah means I don't have to do it. So that right there shows the person doesn't even understand Arabic, basic Arabic. In order to teach Islam, you don't have to speak Arabic, but you should have knowledge of the basic words like sunnah. That means I ain't got to do it. And Allah knows best. So y'all be careful listening to these idiots on YouTube. All they doing is making money because the more subscribers they have, the more people listen to them and watch their videos, they get rich off of you. And that means they don't have to go to school and they ain't got to work. They can sit on their behind eating all day and talking on the internet like they do. So be careful of that. And Allah knows best. Okay, Sister Aya has a question here. And I answered this question last week too. You answered the question about perfume. Okay, again, I teach y'all Metcalcitic. And what do? I am analytical. Fresno, do you see this? Mina, I want y'all to be acquainted with the different approaches to interpretation. I use the analytical approach and the thematic approach and the comparative. The analytical approach means that we make you look at the words and break down the meaning. What's the difference between perfume and mist? Y'all see the meaning? Difference. A body spray. Is a body spray perfume? Body spray is not perfume. Body spray is a scent. It's just a smell. It's just a mist. That's what mist means. It's a smell. That's not perfume. And what happens to smell? Smells wash off real easily. And they only last for a few minutes. And can't nobody smell it unless you up in their face. They got to be close up on you. Perfume is something totally different. So that's why I tell y'all, carry a dictionary so you can look up the meaning of your English words. Because Americans haven't spoken English in centuries. And with all this hip hop, we're totally confused. Perfume is not the same as body spray. Perfume is not the same as an orange. Body sprays are made with scents. For example, Bath and Body. Why is Bath and Body famous? Because they don't use perfume. Bath and Body is not perfume. Bath and Body takes the smell of oranges and peaches, of natural fruits, and combine them with water and alcohol. And it's a mist. That's not perfume. That's a smell. So I smell like oranges. I smell like a rose. I smell like marshmallow. Okay? Grapefruit. Cherry. But it only lasts about 15 minutes. When the air hits it, it goes away. When it dries, it goes away. When it dries, you don't smell it at all unless you laying up on me. That's why body mists are so popular. Only one that can smell it is your husband when he on top of you, seriously, or next to you. Because it's a mist, it's not perfume. So learn the difference between perfume and smell. I'd rather smell like an orange than smell like an onion or garlic or leeks or chili. Oh, some of us smell pretty bad. Fish. Chicken, fried chicken. Okay. Do y'all understand the difference now? Smells. The prophet did not say Allah curses the woman who has a smell on her. Allah curses the woman that puts on perfume and goes around men to attract attention. That's the hadith. Any woman that puts on perfume and goes around men to attract their attention is a prostitute. And she will get the sin as if she'd had sex with every man that smells her. That's the hadith. It's talking about perfume and men. It's not talking about I got on Clorox too, or I got on Fantastic Lysol, or I got Febreze. I smell like Downy, Gain. Not the same. Y'all understand? Islam is so easy. We just make it hard. Okay, next question. Yeah.
When you're making wudu, can you wash your hand? Wait, did I say that? Sorry, I lost my place.
Oh.
Okay, fine. If you're lying down in bed and you doze off and you have wudu, is your wudu still accepted or you have to make it again?
The fact that you were laying down. We have the hadith. What's the source? What's the source? Sahih Bukhari and Muslim. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, if a person falls asleep sitting, it doesn't break his wudu, because when you're sitting up, you're not really in a deep sleep. But if a person lies down and falls asleep, then he has to make a new wudu because you were in a deep sleep. And that was based on something that had happened with Umar. May Allah be pleased with him. Umar was waiting for the prayer and was dozing off, sitting up. When there was time to pray, he said, "Let me make wudu." The Prophet said, "You slept. You were dozing off, sitting. You were not in a deep sleep, so your wudu is not broken. But if you lay down and then wake up, then make a wudu." And Allah knows best. That's why a lot of Muslims waiting on the prayer time, they sit in a chair like this. Because we know we're not really asleep. We may doze off, but we're not in a deep sleep. But when you lay down and get comfortable, that's different. And Allah knows best.
The next question is, what do you do if you can't remember whether you made an obligatory prayer or not?
And by the way, I didn't forget this brother. Let me see if I can get Jermaine before he go to sleep, because I know he wants to answer these questions about the prayer. And he knows that's his specialty, Dr. Ibrahim Durmali. Oh. Sister Laila. He got his phone off. He got his phone off. What did he do? Went to bed? He must be sleeping. He had a rough day. Okay, say it again. I'll answer. What's the question again? What's the question again?
Okay, the question is, what do you do if you can't remember whether you made an obligatory prayer or not?
Okay, if you really don't remember, then go ahead and make it. Go ahead and make it, because prayer is an obligation. It has to be fulfilled. And if you really cannot remember, then go ahead and make it, just to be safe and sure, because that's an obligation that's owed to Allah. And Allah knows best.
The next question is, if you fall asleep and you didn't pray duhur, but by the time you wake up, it's already asr, can you just pray duhur when you wake up and pray asr later before the adhan for maghrib?
Yes,
or should I just... And
that's going to be on the quiz Monday, because we just talked about that. That's going to be one of the questions on the quiz. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said the only excuse for not praying a prayer is if you were sleeping or if you were so busy doing something that you forgot. And in that case, make the prayer as soon as you remember or as soon as you wake up. And the prayers are prayed in the sequence in which they come. So if you overslept and didn't wake up until Maghrib, then you get up, make wudu, you pray Dhuhr first. Then you pray Asr, and then you pray Maghrib. Okay, you have to pray them in the sequence in which they come. And Allah knows best. What's the source? Bukhari and Muslim. Okay.
The next question is, okay, if I'm praying and in the middle of the prayer I forgot and realized I had impurity on my clothes, like baby's urine, do I stop praying and change my clothes and then pray?
No, we talked about that too. That's going to be on the quiz too. Didn't we cover that the other day? So I think that's going to probably be one of the first questions on the quiz. When we talked about purification. Okay, first of all, baby's urine. You know, if it's a newborn baby, that urine is not impure anyway. You just sprinkle water over it. But even if you find out that after you're done praying that there was impurities on your garment, it's okay. You do not have to repeat the prayer. And we went over those hadiths from Sahih Bukhari, Sahih Muslim, Tirmidhi, and Muwatta. And Allah knows best. Okay. Yeah, Islam is not based on a madhab. But the brother here is saying that Imam, so I don't care what Imam Malik said. I don't care what Imam Hanafi said. I don't teach the four madhabs here. I told you guys, Quran wa Sunnah. Okay, Islam is only based on two sources, the book of Allah and the example, the Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, not no Imam. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam prayed. We have the hadith. What's the source? Bukhari and Muslim and Tirmidhi. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam prayed in a garment and realized that he had an impurity on it. The companions say he did not repeat his prayer. And there it is. So I don't care what no imam said. Who are they? Yeah, we got to get the Eric hierarchy together. You know? Yeah. And when we start listening to other people's opinions, guys, that's when Islam becomes strange and hard and weird. Yeah, and Allah knows best. Go ahead. Yeah, there's nothing wrong. The sister's asking about bath and body. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with you wearing bath and body. There's nothing wrong with Tide. She's asking me about fabric softener. Nothing's wrong with that. Those are smells. That's not perfume. Soap. There's nothing wrong with that, guys. Those are scents and smells. That's not perfume. Allah is not cruel. Allah is not harsh. Allah is not ugly. Our Lord is merciful. Our Lord is good. Our Lord is just. Don't make this deen hard on yourself. These are the new shahadas here asking me that. Okay, go ahead. Next question.
Next question is, as a Muslim girl, I know our priority is at home with kids, but what if I choose to give up on marriage and focus on my work and career? Is this permissible?
What do you mean give up on marriage? I need to know what you mean by give up on marriage.
Said, for example, if I choose to not marry.
Nobody can make you get married. I'm not married either. If you don't feel like getting married, then don't worry about it. As long as you ain't sitting around talking to men, having boyfriends, wanting to have sex and do the dirty. Marriage becomes obligatory upon you when you can no longer control your desires and your thoughts about it. You want to get laid and paid, and that's when you get married. But if it ain't bothering you and you working and living your life, working and doing whatever you do, that's your business. That's your priority. I mean, that's your prerogative. Like Bobby Brown said, that's your prerogative. That's your cross to bear, as they say. It's your choice. Can't nobody force you in marriage. When Islam did away with all that, can't nobody force no woman or no man either to get married. But when you find yourself having thoughts about loneliness and a man and love, then you better go on ahead and get married. Because if you fornicate, adulterate, have a boyfriend, now you done did some bad stuff. Marriage becomes an obligation when you cannot control your desires. And Allah knows best.
Next question is, a friend of mine is getting married soon, and she wanted to know the person she's about to marry to get married. The person she's about to marry to make around 20 something an hour. And she wanted to know if between 15K to 20K is a normal amount to ask because she's not sure for dowry.
Okay, first of all, I don't know because we all different. Everybody's status is different. Everybody's life. There's no set amount in Islam for anything. You can ask for whatever you want to be your dowry. I don't know your personal life. I don't know your financial situation. I don't know what background you come from. That dowry is something that you decide with your guardian. You sit down with your guardian, your father, or whoever your guardian is, and y'all decide on a dowry together because your guardian knows what's best for you. But you can't ask me because our lives are different. I'm an independent, self-sufficient woman. I don't need nothing from nobody. So my dowry could be 1 penny if I wanted it to be. But you ain't me. You might need money. I don't know what you live, how you live. So sit down with your guardian. That's something that you and your father determine together, or whoever your guardian is. Y'all determine that. Okay? And Allah knows best. You don't want your dowry to be too high, because if you make it too high, you'll be like a lot of the sisters in the Emirates. There's a lot of single women in the Emirates because when they was young and beautiful, they fathers and mamas set $20,000, $30,000 dowries, and nobody could afford to marry them. Now that the women in their 40s, they trying to give their daughters away and don't nobody want them because they too old and they done got fat and ugly. The lifestyle is hard over there. But they do the Botox and stuff too, though. So they fix it up. They'll go out and get a tummy tuck, butt tuck, butt lift and stuff. But yeah, they have a hard time now. So, but that's an example. Set your dowry at a moderate place, whereas, you can get a proposal. And also you don't want to make it too high, because what if you marry a man and you find out he's mentally ill? Remember, you got to give that dowry back. So you got to be able to pay that dowry back. So don't make it too high and don't make it too low. All right, next question.
Those were all.
Laila.
Yeah.
I think that question about Dua and Juma, I think he was talking about the Juma like a Friday, and Dua comes in and don't. I think that's what he was.
Wait, what was the question? I forgot that question. Yeah, what was that question again, Brother Tajri? He said something about the Dhuhr comes in at 1, and the khutbah is held at 12.
Yeah, he's talking about Juma.
See, I don't know that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know that answer because I don't do Juma. That's what.
Okay.
Let me see if I can get Sheikh Morsi, because Jamali got his phone off. Told you, bro, mad at Laila. And I think for Sheikh Morsi, I don't know because I don't do Juma. I stay home. I'm a woman, and I get my blessings at home. I don't care about the Juma prayer. Y'all make a big deal out of it. I don't. I'm getting my reward listening to the khutbah at home. Let me see if I can get Sheikh Morsi. I really don't know. I'm going to be honest. I don't know that answer. Never thought about it. I ain't never known nobody to do that. Most people have the khutbah when it's time for the prayer. I ain't never heard of that, to be honest. And I think Sheikh Morsi's kind of ticked off too. I can't get none of these brothers. Sheikh Morsi sounded like he was upset. So I don't know. Let me see if I can get Dr. Ali. Hold on. Oh no. Hold on. They all upset. I'm trying Dr. Ali. You know I'm desperate. He's a doctor. He probably in the hospital.
Please leave me a message or
Oh, he at the hospital. Hold on. Hold on. Y'all got me. I'm getting ready to call Dr. Asim. Y'all got me wanting to know this answer now. Hold on. I'm going through the whole list by how do I do him? Person by person. I'll get Mukhtar too if I can't get him. Hello? Wa alaikum salam, Dr. Asim. Can you hear me? Okay, I'm doing my call in and ask Sister Laila live show, and there's a question that I can't answer. The brother here wants to know if Dhuhr comes in at 1 o'clock and they do the Juma Khutbah at 12, is that acceptable? He said Dhuhr comes in at 1, but they doing the Khutbah at 12. Is that permissible?
I don't feel this is okay because we have to start the khutbah after the Dhuhr time.
Okay, say it again. I got you on loudspeaker so he can hear. Okay, here, y'all can hear him now. Go ahead, say your answer now.
Assalamu alaikum. So if the Dhuhr starts at 12 o'clock, or say if the Dhuhr at 1 o'clock, we cannot start the khutbah earlier than that. Why? Because for the khutbah, you have adhan. You have to call for prayer. 2 calls for prayer. One before the imam give the khutbah, like when the imam start to sit down. And of course, we cannot call the adhan without the time comes. So we need to be careful about this issue.
Okay, y'all hear that? I didn't think so either, but I wanted to make sure. So no, if they're...
Sister Laila, for every Jum'ah prayer, we have the khutbah. And for the khutbah, the muazzin, they call for adhan. So the adhan is called when the imam took his position to the khutbah. So we cannot call for the prayer earlier than the time.
Okay, that's clear. Y'all hear that? Y'all got the answer? My friends know you got it too? Okay, so, okay. All right. Thank you, Dr. Asim, because I couldn't reach nobody else. Subhanallah. Okay. Okay.
So, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. I should ask him about his class tomorrow. I forgot. By the way, his class is tomorrow. I didn't think so because that's the whole purpose. The Dhuhr prayer is that it just didn't make sense. So if you cannot hold the khutbah before the Dhuhr prayer. Is that clear, everybody? Everybody got that? If Dhuhr comes in at 1, then the khutbah is held, after that, not before it. Okay. Any other questions about that? Did we get them all? Is that clear? No other questions? Okay, guys, this was a good Q&A show. I'm going to log out for tonight. But tomorrow, don't forget, we have a lot of classes tomorrow. We have Dr. Asim's class at 4 p.m. and his topic, he gave me his topic. His topic is, let me give it to y'all. Ooh. It's one of the morals of a Muslim is to thank Allah, thanking Allah. So the topic tomorrow is thanking Allah. Why it's important to thank Allah for the good things that we have, how to thank Allah and all of that. Oh, here's Dr. Ali. Hold on. Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Ali.
How are you?
Okay, I was calling to ask you a question because I was doing my Q&A show, but Dr. Asim answered it. Yeah, I was asking about the khutbah, but Dr. Asim answered it. So, alhamdulillah. Okay.
While I have you on the line, I have a question to ask you. I've been meaning to call you about this issue a couple of days ago, but there's a brother in the community in Las Vegas, mashallah. He's very, very mashallah strong in hadith and aqidah. Really, he speaks, I think, very good English. He's Moroccan by birth, but been living in the United States for a long time. He's the main guy who gives like khutbah and he gives almost like a weekly lesson in the masjid. I think he'd be a really good fit for Sunnahfollowers.
MashaAllah.
He's available during the week, and so I just wanted to see if it's okay for me to connect you guys.
Wow, yes, that'd be perfect. I need another brother in here, for that. Yes, hadith too. Good job. Good, yeah, yes, definitely. Give him my number, and we'll ask him what day. All he got to do is give me a day, a time, and hey, we can get it going. Inshallah. Yeah.
He's really good. I'm sure he's very energetic, and his job is somewhat relaxed, and so he can come during the week. And I told him that you need more people during the week.
Yes, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, just hook me up with him, and that'll be good. I trust your judgment already. I know he's got to be good if you recommended him. Is he married?
Yeah, he is married. Yes, married. And he's an older guy. Like he's older than me. He's almost he's in his 50s, and so he's got like adult children.
Oh. He looking for number 2, 3, 4.
I'm not sure. I haven't asked him though,
Because you know I got these older women on my website. I got my older sisters in here.
Oh, I see. I'll ask him.
All right. He's Moroccan. He probably ain't. Okay. But anyway, alhamdulillah. Yeah. Tell him to give him my number. He can hook up with me that way because I do need another person during the week. That'd be perfect. That would be perfect. Okay. All right. Okay. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, guys, another teacher, Quran, hadith. That's good. Hadith. That's great. Put that down on the schedule. Good job. Moroccan. All right. Okay. Are there any other questions? That's what I heard, Goldie. Yeah, I heard that is, yeah, that's what I heard about Vegas. Yeah, I told you I'm going out there. Inshallah, I'm going to the mountains out there. Yeah, I'll stay away from the city, but I want to go out to the mountains of Nevada. You know, I'm a mountain. I love mountains. All right, guys, this was a great Q&A session. We have Dr. Asim tomorrow. He's going to talk. We're going to talk about thankfulness. That's at 4. Then we have my class at 6:30. We have my class at 6:30. And we have my class at 6. No, we have brother Hanif. Do we have Hanif? Yeah, we have Hanif tomorrow. Yes, yeah, we got brother Hanif tomorrow at 6:30. So it's going to be Dr. Asim at 4:30, brother Hanif at 6:30, and Dr. Jermali at 9. I don't have any classes tomorrow. That's my day to stream. That's the day that I spend streaming like crazy. Oh, I'll be in here streaming all day. All right, guys. So I'm going to log out. log out for tonight. I'll try to put some shorts out with some of the answers, inshallah. Make sure everybody's here tomorrow at 4 o'clock for Dr. Asim. I'll put the schedule out too. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamu alaikum, everybody.